25k finally happened, so thank you very much. It's much appreciated. I said for 25k, let's just do a fucking Q&A, because I got other shit I'm working on, so I haven't really got the time to. I put it to Discord and I put it to a YouTube community post. I'm just going to answer the ones that I think are worth answering. Plus, it's also possible, I've already answered it before, there is the Q&A from this time last year, which was for, I think it was meant for 1k, and by the time it came out, it was like 3. Do you think you'd still be into Transformers if it weren't for the recent quality bump with Siege? Yes, I have been with this thing 17 years this year. And at no point have I ever said, because I've always seen people say, oh, you know, I took a break during Combiner. I didn't do that. I didn't take a break during Combiner Wars. It was literally just one extreme to the next. But the thing that came with that was I became a lot more selective with what I did get, because I used to be very much one of these, especially as a kid, or as a teenager, should I say, with very limited disposable income. I used to very much be like, I need to buy everything, including all of the repaints, even if it's just the same figure. So I just kind of became a bit more selective with what I get, fucking clearly. But then this is the thing, people say this is excessive, and how can you have that many? 17 years. That's older than some people who watch my stuff. I think I'd still be into it. Maybe I'd be teetering on the edge of, am I as committed? But I think I'd still be here. What's a figure you like that everyone else doesn't? I don't know, because I've got really weird opinions about shit. Like, I moaned that Beachcomber was perfect, so I couldn't fucking say anything about him, because I'm like, he's, I don't know. Fuck me. Let's go with Earthrise Optimus Prime. There are people who like it, but every time I see it get brought up, it's always just people saying, well, it's actually shit because the Siege one, or the SS-86 one, or the fucking, someone's talked about the VNR, and I'm like, okay. I just like the ER Optimus. Unconditionally, I think it's one of the best figures we've ever gotten. You could travel easily. What country would you go to? I would like to go to Iceland. I think it looks very nice. I'd like to go there for Christmas one year. I just can't explain it. I just think it looks like a nice place to go. Opinions on bees. I want to be a beekeeper. One of the things I really want to do is start my own beehive. It's not beehive, you know what I mean? I want to start beekeeping. It's just something I'm interested in. No real reason. I think it's just a way of sort of giving back, because obviously bees are fuck. I want to keep bees. What can I say? What's your favourite Prime Wars figure? Okay, so I don't know if this is cheating the system a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and say Legends Overlord. He just does everything I sort of want him to without complaint, so I'm gonna go with the old Legends Overlord. Failing him, Sky Shadow. He's just fun. How did you and Mrs. Wilder meet? We met on Tinder, of all things, literally like a week before I moved to England. And then a week after I moved to England, I asked her out and we made it official. Weird how these things work, isn't it? Can you do a Soundwave voice without a vocoder?
Soundwave acknowledged.
Doing the Bayverse type voice doesn't count. But that is the voice without the vocoder. It's just Dr. Claw. Is Energon still the worst show, or the Power of the Primes trilogy? I've never seen any of Energon, so I can't comment on that. But the worst show of the ones I watched, probably Combiner Wars. I didn't watch Titan's Return or Power of the Primes, because I watched Combiner Wars and I'm like, this is just shit. I've got better things to be doing with my time. I fucking started smoking after watching that, and it was still a better use of my time. Do you have an extra hyperfixation other than Transformers? I think this counts. I don't know if it does, but obviously there's the Lego. My other hyperfixation is skulls. I don't know why. I just see these skulls and I'm like, I want them. If there was a crossover movie with Transformers and Power Rangers, what would you like to see the most? I would like to see the Power Rangers piloting a Zord that just looks like fucking Predaking, or the cast of Beast Wars combined together. And I want them to be fighting Devastator in that. What is your favourite design style for TFs? G1, BBM, Prime, Armada, IDW. I really like the way the animated stuff looks, because it's so vibrant. But I think at the minute, my favourite is probably this G1ified style they're doing, where they're using G1 as the basis to sort of unify all the designs. So, like, he can coexist with him. So I'd probably say that legacy thing that they're doing at the minute. So not G1 per se, but as a baseline. What is your grill, the toy you want the most up on your shelves? I gotta be real. Oh, there's someone else that asked this. I don't really have a specific holy grail per se, but at the minute I'm more just, because I'm nearly caught up on everything, I guess just an animated collection, because like you can see, I hope you can see it there just behind the microphone. That's all my animated stuff from like the past 15 years. I'm missing like 4 out of it, and it's just getting those 4, and then yeah, Maybe some of the BotCon stuff after that, but apart from that, nothing really. How do you deal with procrastination? I don't. I sit there for far too long until I say, fuck this, time to get up. And then I just drag myself up and do the best I can. Do you ever plan on getting upgrade kits for any figure? I never plan on it. So, full disclosure, there's TF Safari has reached out to me for some promotional stuff. They've given me a code and I can use a code with them to buy stuff and all this sort of stuff. But one of the things I'm thinking is start buying some upgrade kits and start making some videos about it, just because, like, I see some of them and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And I see some of them, I'm like, who the fuck's actually wasted money on this? Like, what is the point? Favorite Megatron as a whole, animated. He's beautiful. How do you feel about Rodimus being a prime, or would you rather him just being Hot Rod? I like Rodimus as a prime. I like having... You see, okay, I really liked Animated's take on primes, where it's a rank. It's not a regal prefix where, like, there can only be one prime at a time. I like Animated's thing where it's... Nah, you've got Magnus, Prime, Major, Minor. There you got some other shit, can't really remember. But I like that a lot more. So Rodimus being a prime, I'm like, that's fucking wicked. What do you think of army builders? I think they're really fucking neat. I don't know if you can see this, but I've currently got 3 Quintus. I've got 3 of everything to do with the Quintessons because I just like having bulk. And I'm gutted that I never got my hands on that army builder set that they did for Buzzworthy. So if you can hear the chair creaking, by the way, it's an old chair and I'm packing on the pounds at the minute, so it's been Christmas. I'll start shedding it soon for swimsuit season. Are you hopeful for the new animated Transformers movie? I'm not interested. I don't know if it's a prequel. I don't know if it's a fucking sequel. I don't know if it's I don't know what the significance of this movie is. It might be something I might go and check out. It might not. I'm over it. I couldn't care. I might go see it, but I don't think I'm going to be chomping at the bit to go and see it. What's your favourite beverage to consume while working on stuff? Usually I have a cup of coffee, milk and 2 sugars. Failing that, I've usually got a can of Pepsi Max. I don't know why I decided I liked that one enough to answer it, but there you go. Will you ever create a multiverse stop motion series with every single Transformers figure you own? How much does Skeletoni's mustache wax cost? Not that much. I mean, it's fucking tape. It's cable tape or vinyl or whatever the fuck it is. Who would you want to be in a Transformers film next? Paddles or Armada Optimus Prime? I'm going to say Paddles just because we'll actually get something of Paddles. No, my luck, they would put Paddles in something and they'll fucking stop it at him. What are your top 10 animated episodes and what are your top 10... That's a loaded question. Come on now. I'll say my most and least favourite animated episodes. So my least favourite animated episode is probably any of the ones from season 1 that are very much emphasised with a human villain. Because in season 2 they kind of learned how to play that to its advantage, but in the season 1 it was like... Oh, what's his name? Is it Meltdown? Prometheus Black? I couldn't give a fuck. Sorry. Really don't care. But the best episode for me is probably the 2-part of season 2. Is it the title's based on a movie? Is it A Bridge Too Far? Or is it A Bridge Too Close? It's the animated 2-part of season 2. It's good. It's good shit. It's peak TF fiction. I don't care. Do you think they should make new Titan characters for the Titan class slots? No. What do you think of the Armada Unicron mold? It was fine for the time. I think it's very much showing its age. Of course, I say that as someone that's got E.T. the extra testicle over here. But I do think the Armada mold is beginning to show its wear and tear a bit. Will Sheep put out any merch? I've actually thought about merch, but I don't know what I could do. Because so far my whole brand is swearing and... fucking Skeletor, so I don't know what merch I could possibly make. That's why I haven't done it. Because don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be like plugging something new every video, but like a t-shirt. A t-shirt or a fucking hat or something stupid and fun I'd like to make, but like, what can I realistically do? Will you ever try a Let's Play again? I sometimes think about this one. I don't know. I'm interested in doing some live streams over the next year. I might turn them into a Let's Play where I cover one game each month for the year. Maybe I'll do it like that. But I don't know. Fuck it, comment below if you think I should do a Let's Play. Favorite Transformers toy line. What's your favorite toy line? Okay, I'm going to just fuse them together. For a long time, it was probably going to be Siege. I mean, Siege was the one that inspired me starting this channel. It's a hard pick now, I'll be honest. Like, it could very well be Legacy because of everything that Legacy has done. Because, like, Legacy includes the Velocitron 500 and it includes some of the Gen Selects. But it's like, it's just brought everything together. Like, it's fucking great. If you took everything away apart from the Legacy stuff, I think I'd be alright. I wouldn't. Please don't do it. Please don't. Will you do a playthrough of the Transformers The Game 2.0 mod? Probably not. I think I've looped back round. Why the name? Okay, so I can't remember if I've ever said this before. So, in 2010, my cousin just randomly texted me. And it's a cousin who I don't really speak to. Never did before, haven't since. But that brief period when we spoke, he texted me one day, and it was something like, I hereby christen you the wielder of sheep, or some shit like that. I thought it was some fucking dumbest shit reference to a YouTube video, like, Meat Canyon, But I thought it was something like that. It wasn't. It was lyrics from a song. When it came time to get an Xbox for the first time later that year, I needed a username. So I went with the Sheep Wielder. And 2024, it's a brand, it's a name, but it's a song I've never heard. I think it's metal, and that's just not my kind of thing, so I've never listened to it. Where did Sparkplug come from? And why did he just appear for like 1 second and never again? And why is Lego Optimus? It's lore shit, innit? So the only reason I picked this one to answer is just because I actually had like a lot of stuff planned for the channel, and then I think the algorithm completely changed. It's like I see people say, oh, I stopped watching when you stopped making shorts, and I was like, well, I stopped making shorts because people stopped watching them. I got a bit frustrated with just being the shorts guy and no one's watching them. So if the one thing you're known for is what people aren't seeing, well, what are you supposed to do? I had plans for this and something came in and said, nope, and just upset the whole thing. And long story short, you don't need to worry about either of those. I can see the dust specks fucking flying around wherever they are. Irritating little shits. Are you gay? I don't think so. Never tried it. Name your favourite females. My wife. Where did you get the idea for the skits of Skeletor stealing your shit? I don't even know. Because I think even from the first video, Skeletor was there in the background. He was just there, and then one day I just thought, I think it was when she came in with, Mrs. Wilder came in with the Christmas tree, the little one that I did it last year. I thought I could do something with this, and then just halfway through the month, I was like, he could actually be a part of it. Yeah, that was the thing that put me on the radar, but fuck me if it was a strange time. Have you tried doing a drunk Gogglebox ting with your mates? I bet them being battered from a Transformers Energon dub would be the dumbest and best shit Skeletor would see. That sort of shit, I haven't done that in about 10 years, but that would be interesting. I might get Mrs. Wielder pissed up and make her watch the Bayformers movies again, because it's been a few years. What got you started as a YouTuber reviewing expensive plastic robots? I never wanted to be. This is one reason why I kick myself now, because I never set out to be a reviewer. I always wanted to I just wanted to make what interested me. And you can see that in the beginning, because it started out as retrospectives and tier lists, and then I kind of had the idea of, well, I don't see anyone doing reviews in shorts, in the shorts format, not wearing shorts. And I just decided, fuck it, I'm going to try it. And apparently it fucking worked, because I still get people tagging me in it today where they're like, I did this from his idea, and I'm like, that's fine, don't stop tagging me in it. But I never set out to be a reviewer, and I think I'm probably going to I'll probably still fucking do the shorts every now and then when I feel like it, but the plan is for 2024, I want to try expand. I keep clipping this, and I'm really sorry. I want to try expand the channel out and away from that. But I never intended to start as a reviewer. I just kind of fell into that one. This guy has asked a fucking essay, and before you ask me, no, I'm not reading that last question. I know what you're fucking saying, you dirty fuck. Why did you choose Skeletor to be the main villain and the funny guy of the videos? Skeletor just makes me laugh. Like, okay, shock confession, because people... I still don't think people know this. I've never watched Masters of the Universe. I really don't care. I just like him as a villain, as a dumb as shit meme boy, a fucking buff-ass skeleton with the fucking, yeah, He-Man, with that fucking voice. I'm like, what's not to love? Why do I have him in the back? Why did I have him in the background of it? I don't know. My whole thing was I just had skeletons as pictures for everything. And it's always different depending on which one you look at. But when I kind of did a bit of brand unification by stealing someone else's. No. But like, I don't know. Shea Frillis uses the fucking crab from Moana. That was my kind of thinking. I was like, well, I could just use fucking a picture of Skeletor as a thumbnail. Dr. Lockdown, there you go. But yeah, I just decided it could be fun. Let's do it. What's your favourite Transformers? Show's animated. Animated's a very good show. Movie. So I recently got talking about this because I was watching it. I think it's Dark of the Moon. I think my favourite one is just Dark of the Moon. Because for everything it does wrong, it's just fun. The opening 10 minutes. The fact we actually get a villain for most of the movie. Fucking who else? You know, it's the most normal Sam has been. It's the least of his parents, and it also kind of makes a bit of sense. You know, they're just visiting, and then they fuck off. But before the end, last time we ever see them is him getting a pep talk from him, and I like it. I really like it. It's fun. I really want to do a video where I talk about my gripes with Age of Extinction and how I would replace them. But I also kind of want to do a video, but I don't really see the point of it, where I just talk about why I love Dark of the Moon. I don't know. I tell you what, if this video gets 16 likes, I'll think about doing a Dark of the Moon video where I just gush about why I love that movie. What is my favourite figure? I never have a set one. Like, if you ask me what my favourite of all time is, I couldn't tell you because it always changes. But at the minute, I don't know. All the figures from that fucking 2023 video are like all around me right now, by the way. That's why I'm like looking around me like this. Fuck it, let's go Rise of the Beast SS Optimus. You know, let's give it up for the champion of the people. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I've got 40 minutes of footage to edit. That's fun. Thank you if you asked a question. Hopefully the next time you see me will be with the Studio Series Wave. It's either going to be Wave 5 or Studio Series 2019 in review. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do it yet. But yes, that is about it from me. Thank you very much for bringing me to 25k. I'm sorry I've been a bit of a fucking temper tantrumy child this past year. And I promise to just focus on making good shit. In case you're wondering, I'm fiddling with chains. Yeah, I know I've never made good content yet, but I'll try. Maybe one day I'll get there. One day I'll make a good video and then I can die happy. Fuck you.